Hello, kids! This is Teacher Sheila. I hope you are fine this time. Today, I am going to teach you how to divide a whole numbers. Last time, we learned that the number that is being divided is called correct dividend. The number that divides the dividend is called excellent divisor. And also, the answer in division is called very good quotient. To clear it up, I'll show you the illustrated parts of the division. We have the dividend, the divisor, and of course, the quotient. Now, let's proceed to our new lesson. Mathematics 4, first quarter, week 6, day 1. Divides 3 to 4 digit numbers by 1 digit number without remainder. Are you ready, kids? Now, it's time for you to bring out your pen and papers. I have here a problem. Let me read it to you. The municipal mayor of Antipas received a donation of 8,728 kilograms of rice distributed to 8 barangays affected by the pandemic COVID-19. How many kilograms of rice did each barangay receive? In the presented problem, kids, who received the rice donation? Yes, the municipal mayor received the rice donation. How many kilograms of rice did the municipal mayor receive? Correct! 8,728 kilograms of rice received by the municipal mayor. How many barangays received the rice donation? You got it! 8 barangays received the rice donation. To solve the presented problem, I will show you the following steps. You have to follow this pattern. D for divide, M for multiply, S for subtract, B for bring down, and R for repeat. Means you have to repeat the process all over again until you get the answer. So we have 8,728 divided by 8. Kids, be reminded by the pattern that I told you earlier. Step 1. The first thing we do is to try to look at the first digit of the dividend if it can be divided by the divisor. So, it can be. So 8 divided by 8 equals 1. We're going to write 1 in the thousands place of the quotient. Next, multiply 1 by 8 equals 8. Then, write the 8 underneath 8 of the dividend. Then, subtract 8 from 8 equals 0. There's no need to put 0 here because it is already understood. So let's continue. Step 2. bring down the hundreds digit in the dividend, which is 7. Then, start again. 7 divided by 8. So, we cannot divide 7 by 8 since 8 is bigger than 7. So, we write 0 in the hundreds place of the quotient. Then, bring down the tens digit in the dividend, which is 2. So we have 72. 72 divided by 8 equals 9. Write 9 in the tens place of the quotient. Next, multiply 9 by 8 equals 72. Then write 72 underneath the 72. And subtract 72 from 72 equals 0. So again, no need to put 0 here. Let's proceed. Step 3. Bring down the ones digit in the dividend, which is 8. Then, divide 8 by 8 equals 1. Write 1 in the ones place of the quotient. Next, multiply 1 by 8 equals 8. Then write it below the 8. And subtract 8 from 8 equals 0. So I end up with a 0. I've got no more numbers to bring down. So that means that 8,728 divided by 8 equals 1,091. To check if the answer is correct, we're going to multiply the quotient by the divisor. If we've got 8,728 as the product, it means the answer in the division is correct. Okay, let's start. So we have 1,091 multiplied by 8. First, we have to multiply 8 by 1 equals 8. Then, write it below the multiplier, which is 8. Then, multiply 8 by 9 equals 72. Then, write 2 beside the 8. Then, carry 7 on the hundreds digit of the multiplicand, which is 0. Next, multiply 8 by 0 equals 0. Kids, remember that any number multiplied by 0, the product is 0. So, bring down 7. And multiply 8 by 1 equals 8. Then, write it beside 7. So, we have 8,728. Therefore, the answer in the division is correct. Are you having fun, kids? Very good! Now, let's proceed to the next activity. What you are going to do is to find the quotient of the following. Are you excited, kids? Very good! Remember, kids, that the moment the timer bomb explodes, it means that your time is over. Good luck, kids! Are you done, kids? Very good. Okay, let's check. Number 1. So we have 848 divided by 8. First, what are we going to do? Yes. First, we have to divide 8 by 8 equals 1 and write it in the hundreds place of the quotient. Then what's next? You're correct. We're going to multiply 1 by 8 equals 8. Where are we gonna put the 8? That's right. We put the 8 underneath the 8 of the dividend. Then, we will subtract 8 from 8 equals 0. So as I told you, no need to put the 0 here. So let's continue. After that, what we're going to do? Very good. Next, we will bring down the tens digit in the dividend, which is 4. Then what's next? Excellent! We will divide 4 by 8. Can we divide 4 by 8? You get it! No! We cannot divide 4 by 8 since 8 is bigger than 4. So, we write 0 in the tens place of the quotient. Then after, yes, we will bring down the ones digit in the dividend, which is 8. So we have 48. 48 divided by 8 equals 6. Then what's next? Correct! Write 6 in the ones place of the quotient. Then after, very good. Next, multiply 6 by 8 equals 48. Then what's next? Excellent! Write it underneath the 48. And after that, that's right. Subtract 48 from 48 equals 0. Therefore, 848 divided by 8 is equal to, yes, 106. Are you following, kids? Very good. Okay, let's proceed. Number 2, we have 6,884 divided by 4. Let's begin. So, what are we going to do first? Great! We have to divide 6 by 4 equals 1 and write it in the thousands place of the quotient. Then what's next? Excellent! We're going to multiply 1 by 4 equals 4. Where are we gonna put the 4? You're right. We put the 4 below the 6 of the dividend. Then, we will subtract 4 from 6 equals 2. After that, what are we going to do? Correct! Next, we will divide 2 by 4. Can we divide 2 by 4? Yes. No. We cannot divide 2 by 4 because 4 is bigger than 2. So, we have to bring down the hundreds digit in the dividend, which is 8. So, we have 28. 28 divided by 4 equals 7. Where are we going to write the 7? Yes, we're going to write 7 in the hundreds place of the quotient. Then what's next? Very good! We're going to multiply 7 by 4 equals 28. Then after, great! We have to write 28 below the 28 and subtract 28 from 28 equals 0. As I remind you that no need to put 0 here because it is already understood. So let's continue. Then after, excellent! We will bring down the tens digit in the dividend, which is 8. Then what's next? That's right. 8 divided by 4 equals 2. Then after, yes, write 2 in the tens place of the quotient. Then what's next? Very good! Next, multiply 2 by 4 equals 8. Then, write it below the 8. And after, you're right. Subtract 8 from 8 equals 0. Then what's next? Correct! Bring down the ones digit in the dividend, which is 4. Then after, great! Then divide 4 by 4 equals 1. Then what's next? Yes! Write it in the ones place of the quotient. Then after, excellent! We have to multiply 1 by 4 equals 4. Then write it below the 4. Then what's next? Correct! Subtract 4 from 4 equals 0. Therefore, 6,884 divided by 4 is equal to, yes, 1,721. Did you get it, kids? Excellent! Congrats, kids, for a job well done. Now, let's continue with the next activity. This time, kids, it's your turn to answer. Here's the direction for you to follow. Divide the following. Good luck, kids! Do your best! I know you can do it! Your 5 minutes starts now. Time's up! Now, let's check your work, kids. Number 1. 165 divided by 5 equals? Correct! 33. Number 2. 6,426 divided by 6 equals? You got it! 1,071. Number 3. 642 divided by 2 equals? Very good! 321. Okay, let's continue. Number 4. 819 divided by 9 equals? Excellent! 91. Number 5. 4,560 divided by 5 equals? Yes, 912. Congrats, kids! I hope you learned a lot today. Once again, this is Teacher Sheila saying, take care always, kids. Bye-bye.